We are good to go. What is going on, my friend out there on internet land? It's Brian Dolinick here, coming to you from my home, and I'm going to give you guys some tips when it comes to working full-time and being a mom. Alright, if you're working as a mom and you've got a full-time job, there's a couple ways I can share with you in this video without trying to confuse you and overwhelm you, where you can win back family time. Alright, you can win back time to spend with your family if you're working full time, whether that be 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, even 90 hours a week. And the best tip I'll give you is learn to build your own business. It's not for everyone, but when you learn to build your own business and you learn to do it in a lucrative way, which I would say home business, online home business is the best way to go, because that way you don't have to go and commute to a workplace. You don't have to design and develop, a storefront or clothes or products when you have the right knowledge. You really can just get started on your laptop in the next 24 hours, the next weekend, if you really, really want to. But my story and experience with this, just to guys give you kind of a perspective here, goes back 2 years ago when I was working 40 hours a week in a restaurant, and I was working really, really hard, and 40 hours turned into 60 hours, and it was non-stop labor. And working as a baker, it was sweaty. I always smelled bad, like really, really bad. It was in a seafood restaurant, and I didn't like it. I wanted to leave that place, and I was looking for ways where I could increase my income initially, but I didn't know anything that could really allow me to do that in the amount of time that I could do it in. So what I would do is, after I was off my shifts, when I was on my breaks, I'd be scheming for ways on the internet, trying to find a solution to my big problem. And I ended up coming across a person after some trial and error. There was trial and error. It didn't happen in my first try, but I came across an individual who was building a business and income on the internet. And it was a couple, they're in their late 50s, and they're just living this mystical, magical lifestyle. They're living a lifestyle where there's time freedom, leverage, and they're doing so from home, they're doing so on the internet, and it just seemed really cool to me, and it made sense. And the cool part is, it wasn't a job, so the more work that they were putting in with their time, the more that they were making. And because I had a couple hours throughout the day, every day, I figured that this was something I could do. I tried to model them and copy them, and luckily enough, in 3 months after that point, I was able to create a full-time income business on the internet working part-time. Now, those are not average or typical results, and when it comes to business, it's a little bit different, because you got to shift your perspective from employee to entrepreneur, alright, where you got to be willing to work, you got to be willing to learn things. But when it comes to online business, you need to know a couple things, alright? You have to offer a product and service to the marketplace. That's the only way you can make money, alright? You go to a restaurant, they offer product and service. You go to a barbershop, they're offering you a product and service. You go to a retail store, they're offering you a product and service. So the only way to make money, alright, building a business online as a mom, alright, or even if you're a single mom while you're working full-time, is to learn how to offer a product and service. I would encourage doing affiliate marketing, where you sell other people's products and services, and you can earn commissions, so you don't have to go out there and reinvent the wheel, alright? You don't have to create your own stuff, because that's going to take a lot of time out of your time frame that you have, and you're not going to make any money. If you're trying to learn how to create something, it's just not going to make you any money at first. You got to go through a learning curve. So selling other people's stuff is the best way to go. But from that point on, alright, it really comes down to educating yourself on marketing, on learning how to get people coming to what you have to offer. Instead of going out there, I want you to imagine, instead of going out there and bugging people and pitching people and spamming people, which is what people do who do not know what they're doing on the internet, learning how to actually attract people to come to you. Imagine how easy it would be to build a business on the internet, on your time, part-time, alright, while you're working a full-time job. If you could have people coming to you, alright, using systems online, automatically coming to you, alright, when you learn to market yourself, who are looking for what you have to offer, no matter the product or service and business model that you're getting involved with, alright? You can build virtually any business that way, because you know that knowledge, alright? Just like if you're a doctor and you go to 4 years of school or 8 years of school to get your master's and your degree, you can go to any hospital in any country and you can take that information anywhere. Does that make sense? Alright, the same skill set of marketing, you can take it and you can apply it to promote anything, and you can build a massive income in business very, very part-time. Alright, so that's just my tip, that's my overview, part-time, best way to go, leverage the internet technology, what you're using right now, that way you don't have to commute to places, and you can just work on your time, in your spare time, if you're willing to dedicate that, to make some extra money, and eventually spend more time with your family, increase family time. So this is what personally helped me out. It took me from, when I learned this from a person who was making a lot of money on the internet, it took me from working a 40-hour-week job to being able to create a full-time income online. Haven't looked back since, and can definitely work for you too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more details and depth on how to build an income and business on the internet, connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be down below in the description, and I will personally connect with you guys there. And we'll see you on the beaches of the world. Take care.